A Giraffe and a Half by Shel Silverstein.
A Giraffe
by
and a
Shel
Half
Silverstein.
by Shel Silverstein.
If you had a giraffe,
If you had a giraffe,
If you had a giraffe,
you would have a giraffe
and a half.
and a half,
And
and
he
he
stretched
stretched
another
another
half.
You would
half.
have a
and
giraffe
stretch
and a
another
half.
half.
If you put on a hat,
If you
You
put
put
on
on
a
a
hat,
inside lived a
inside
rat,
lived
Inside
a
lived
you
rat,
would have a
you would
giraffe
have
and
a
a
You would have a
half,
giraffe and a half
with
with
a
a
rat
rat
in
in
his
his
hat.
hat.
if you dressed him in a suit and he
stung him
looked
right
very
on the
You would
cute,
have a giraffe
you
and
would
a
have
half
a
with a
giraffe
rat in
and a
his
half
hat
with a
looking
rat
cute
in his
in a
hat
suit.
looking cute in the suit. If you
You would
glued a
have a
rose
giraffe
to the tip
and
of
a
his
half
nose,
You
with a
glued a
rat in
rose
his
to the
hat,
tip of his
looking cute
nose.
in a suit
You would
with a
have
rose
You
on
would have
his
a
nose.
giraffe and a half with a rat in his hat looking cute in a suit with a rose on his nose.
If you glued a rose to the tip of his nose,
If a bumbly old bee
If a
stung
bumbly
him right
old
on the
bee
knee,
You would
stung
have a
him right
giraffe
on
and a
the knee,
half with a rat in his hat
You would
looking
have a
cute in a
giraffe
suit
and
with
a
a
half
rose on
with a
his
rat
nose
in
and
his
a
hat
bee
looking cute in
in
a
a
suit
suit
with a rose on his nose and a bee on
If
his
a bumble
knee.
old bee stung him right on the knee,
If you put on a shoe and then stepped in some glue,
you would have a
you would
giraffe
have
and
a giraffe and a
with a
half
rat in
with
his
a
hat.
rat
you would
in
have a
his hat,
giraffe and a
Cute in a
half
suit
with a rat in
with
his
a rose
hat
on his
looking cute in a
nose
suit
and a
with a
bee
rose on his nose and a bee on his
glue
knee
on
and
his
some
shoe.
glue on his shoe.
If you
If
gave
you
him a
gave
flute,
him
You gave him a
and he played
flute
toot toot,
tooty toot,
and he played tooty
you
toot.
would
have
have a giraffe and a half with a rat in his
looking cute in a
hat,
suit,
looking cute
with
in
a
a
rose
suit
on his
with a
nose
rose on
and a
his
bee on
nose
his
and a
knee
bee on
and some
his
glue
knee
on
and
his
some
shoe,
glue on
playing
his shoe.
toot
If a
on a flute.
blubbery whale got a hold of his tail, if he fell in a hole that was dug by a mole to comb his
if
hair,
you tripped on a snake who was eating some you would have a giraffe and a half
You would have
with
a
a
giraffe
rat
and
in
a
his
half with a
hat
rat in his
looking
hat looking
cute in a suit with a rose on his nose and a bee on his knee and some glue on his shoe, playing toot on a flute with a chair in his hair.
if he tripped on a snake,
tripped
if
on
you
a
glued
snake,
a rose to the tip of his
was
nose,
If he
Eating
used
some
a chair to comb his hair,
you would have
a giraffe and a half
and a
with a
half
rat in his hat,
with a
looking
rat
cute
in
in a
his hat,
suit, with
looking
a rose
cute
on
in
his
a
nose
suit,
and a
with a
bee on
rose
his
on
knee,
his nose,
some
and a
glue in
bee
his
on
shoe,
his
playing
knee,
toot
some
on a
glue
flute
on his
with a
shoe,
chair in his
playing
hair
toot
and
on
a
a
snake
flute with
eating
a chair
cake.
The
in
rat in his hat looking cute in a suit
and a
with a rose
snake
on his
eating
nose and a bee
cake.
on his knee and some glue on his shoe playing toot on a flute with a chair in his hair and a snake.
If he tripped on a snake who was
Eating
eating
cake.
some cake,
If he found an old trunk and inside was a
If he
skunk,
found an old trunk and inside
he
was
would
a
have a
skunk,
giraffe and a half
And he
with a rat in
gave his
hat,
chair
looking cute in a
to
suit
a
with
tired
rose
old
on his
bear.
nose and a bee on his knee and some
You would
glue
would
on his
have
shoe,
giraffe
toot
and
on
a
a
half
flute
with
a
with
a
giraffe and a
rat
half
in
with a
his
rat in
hat,
his hat
looking
looking cute
cute
in a
in a
suit with a
suit,
rose on his
with a
nose and a
rose
bee on
on
his
his
knee and
nose
some glue on
and a
his
bee
shoe
on his
playing
knee
toot on a flute
and
with a
some
chair in
glue
his
on
hair
his
and a
shoe,
snake eating
playing
and he
cake.
told
on
this
a
old
flute
snake
with a
to
chair
go jump in a
his
lake.
and a snake eating cake. If he found an old trunk and inside was a skunk,
If he met a fat dragon who sat in a wagon, you would have
he jumped on a
giraffe
bike
half
and
with
rode
a rat
over
in
a
his hat,
spike.
looking cute in a suit with
you would
a rose on
have
his
a
nose,
giraffe
his
and a
knee, some
half
glue on his
with
shoe,
a
playing
rat
toot
in
on a
his
flute
hat
with a chair
looking
in his hair,
cute
and a
in a
snake eating
suit
cake,
with
and
a
skunk
rose
in
on
a
his
trunk, and a
nose
dragon in
and
a
a bee
wagon.
on his knee and some glue on his shoe, playing toot
If we
on a
met
flute
the fat
with
dragon
a chair
who
in his
sat
hair.
in a
If we
wagon,
met a fat dragon who sat in
If
a
he
wagon,
found an old
have
trunk and
a
inside
giraffe and a half
was a
with a rat in his
skunk,
hat looking cute in a suit with a rose on his nose
If
and a
he
bee on his
jumped
knee and
on
some
a
glue on
bike
his shoe playing
and
toot on
rode
a
over
flute
a
with a chair in his
spike,
hair,
you would
snake
have
eating
a
cake and
giraffe
skunk
and
in
a
a trunk
half
and a
with a rat
dragon.
in his hat.
you would have
in
a
a
giraffe
wagon.
and a half
With a rose
with
on
a
his
rat
nose
in his
and a
hat,
bee on his
looking
knee
cute
and
in
some
a
glue
suit
on his
with a
shoe,
rose
playing
on his
toot
and a
nose
man who bought
and a
junk
bee on his
bought
knee
the trunk
and
with
some
the skunk.
glue on his shoe,
and a skunk
playing
and a
toot
trunk
on a
and
flute
dragon in
with a
wagon.
A
chair in
giraffe and a
his
half with a
hair
rat in his hat
and a
looking cute in a
snake
suit with a
eating
rose on his
cake
nose and a
and
bee
a
on his knee
skunk
and some
in
glue
a
on his shoe
trunk.
playing toot on a flute with a chair in his hair, a snake eating cake and a skunk in a trunk and a dragon and a wagon and a spike. If he jumped in his bike and rode over a spike,
If you
would
fell
have a
in a
giraffe
hole
and a half
that was
with a rat
dug
in
by
his
a
hat,
mole,
looking cute in a
blueberry
you
suit
would
quail
have a
with a
giraffe
hole
and a
in
half
his nose
with
and
a
his
rat in
tail.
his hat,
knee
looking
and some
cute
glue
in
on
a
his shoe.
suit with a rose on
have
his nose
a giraffe
and
and
a
a half with
bee
a
on
rat in
his
his hat
knee
looking cute
and
in a
some
suit with a
glue
rose
on
on
his
his nose
shoe,
and a bee
playing
on his knee
toot
and
on
some
a
glue on his
flute
shoe,
with a
playing
chair
toot on
in
a
his
flute with a chair
hair
in his
and
hair
a snake
eating
eating
and
cake
skunk in a trunk and a
and a
dragon
skunk in
and a
a
spike
trunk
bike
and a
a
dragon
whale
in a wagon,
on
a
his tail.
spike in his
Jumped on a
bike
bike
and a
rode
whale
over
on
a
his
lake.
tail.
Fell in a hole
rat in his
that
hat
was
with
dug
few
by a
If a
mole.
blubbery whale got a hold of
You
his
would
tail,
have
and some glue on his shoe.
a giraffe and a half
you
with a
would
rat in his
have
head looking
a
cute in a
giraffe
suit
and
with
a
a rose
half
on his
with
nose
a
and a
rat
bee on
in
his
his
knee and some
hat,
glue on his shoe
looking
playing to
cute
the
in a
foot with
suit,
his hair is
with a
naked and
rose on
kicking,
his
skunk and a
nose
trunk and a
and
dragon
a
and a
bee
wagon
on
and a
his
spike in his
knee,
bike and a whale
and
and
some
stay
glue on
in
his
a
shoe,
hole.
playing toot on a flute,
And some
with a
glue
chair
on
in
his
his
shoe,
hair,
playing
and a
toot
snake
on a
eating
flute,
cake,
with
and
a
a
chair
skunk
in
in a
his hair,
trunk,
and a
and
snake
a
eating
dragon
cake,
in a
and a
wagon,
skunk
and a spike
in a
in his
trunk.
bike, and a
If a
whole
blueberry
whale
whale
on his tail, and a
got
hole
hold of
with
his
a
tail,
And
hole.
he gave the spike bike to a
and he
scout.
traded the flute
If you brought him
to a
a
bird
pole to
for some
climb out
He
of
fruit.
rode
the
him a
hole.
pole to climb out of the hole, while the bee on his knee, that old snake, flew away and he left with the fat dragon 'cause his wagon was sagging.
And he gave the spiked bike to
And
a
he gave
scout.
the rose
And he gave
to a
his
girl
chair
he chose.
to a tired old
And
bear.
that silly old rat
And he traded the
ran away
flute
with his hat.
to a bird for some fruit.
But if you brought
And he
him
put
a
his
pole
suit
And he gave the
climb
spiked
out
in
of
the
bike
laundry
to a
chute.
scout. And the whale left his tail and
And a
went
man
off
who
for the
bought
mail.
junk bought the trunk
And that silly
with
old
the
rat
skunk. And the
ran away
whale,
with
silly
his
old
hat.
rat, his tail ran away and went
And
off
he
with his
pulled
hat
out
for
a
the
snake
mail.
to go jump in a lake, while the bee on his knee flew away with a flea.
And he told that old
And he
snake
gave the
to go
rose
jump
to
in
the
the
girl
lake.
he
The
chose.
shoe with the glue on you.
And he put the shoe with the glue.
And he put
And
the
he gave his
shoe
chair
with the
to a
glue
tired
on
old
you.
bear.
And he traded the
And he
flute
put his
to a
suit
bird
in the
for some
laundry
fish.
chute.
And a man who bought junk bought
bought
the trunk with the skunk. And he
skunk.
traded the
He shrank
flute to a
another
bird
half.
for some
And
fruit.
he shrank another half.
And he shrank another half. You would have
You would have
You would have
a giraffe.